Shalom, shalom. Come back to the spirit with another lesson. First, I'm going to start off this lesson with calling on our power. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well. And shalom to the hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. Okay, so come back to the spirit, man. I'm probably going to call this lesson as in the days of Noah. Cause what's going on in the world, man, is people that let their guard down again. You know, the evil has multiplied in the earth, you know, and the Lord ain't dealing with that, you know. And people accepting it as is, you know. But Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, little do they know Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah is about to bring some judgment down the pipe, man. Okay, he's about to bring Jacob's trouble, man. And these people ain't ready, man. Just like as in the days of Noah. You know, while they was eating and drinking, not believing, you know, while Noah was, building that ark, you know, they wasn't believing that, man. You know, same thing now. We out highways and byways, you know, prophesying, telling them the judgment that's coming, you know, and they can see it before their eyes, man. But the Lord has brought so many things out, man. These guys like Andrew Tate, you know, all this stuff, man, all these, you know, even the celebrity, guys like Illuminati, you know, Charleston White, all these guys that you just see, like, you know, it's not to say that they're true prophets, but they walk past us, you know, and we're that number one, you know, and they walk past us. So, man, Jake, man, is gonna be damned, man, because they don't believe in Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, you know, and if you don't believe in them, you're gonna be done in these days, man. Okay. Genesis 6 and 5. Okay. No, let me just start at 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Okay. There were giants in those days, and also at that's basically the days, you know, our days were shortened, you know. Okay, so yeah, and that was the sons of God taking the daughters, you know, the daughters of men, some of the heathen women, to be their wives. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare the children unto them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Okay. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. This is the point. And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. So, same thing today. But as in these times, you know, man was, you know, as the scriptures say, why shall ye be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. Same thing is going on today. Or in these times, their hearts was continually becoming more wicked, and that's what's happening on earth today. You know, the wickedness of the earth. When everywhere you turn, is evil. You know, from man. You know, every man. You know, they're violent. You know, they're covetous. You know, they do the deeds of their father, the devil. And women, you know, they already, you know, were something. But now they're worse now, you know, because they've been given that liberty to gather bride, man. You know, a woman can do whatever she wants to in this society, and that, you know, that's not how it's supposed to be. You know, as the scriptures say, give no water passage, neither a wicked woman, to gather a bride. You know, Esau, he criminalized, he demonized those people in I believe it's the Ishmaelites though, you know, for keeping their women in head wraps and keeping them, you know, in strength, you know, keeping them as women, you know, not being whores, man, you know, not being a Babylon, not being a hot girl summer, a city girl. What's going on over here? The scriptures say neither do we keep it at home. He needs to worry about what's going on over here, you know. You know, WAP being one of the biggest, you know, in a crisis, that was one of the biggest songs. You know, WAP, you know, it's terrible over here with the women, you know, but he's worrying about them, you know, and so it's just the point is, it's all around evil over here, you know, it's all around evil over here, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, you know. As the scriptures say, pride go before a fall, you know. Okay, and it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. So the Lord, man, it said it repented the Lord that he made man, you know. That's how bad it is, you know, or it was, you know. That's how evil it was in these times. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for repenting me that I have made them. Okay. And so yeah, man, it's that bad to where the Lord, you know, question why he make man, you know, why, you know, because that's how evil in these times it were. And that's how, you know, I'm gonna get Matthew 24:38, because in these same times we know that we're that remnant number. And as it said in verse 8, I'm gonna just get that real fast and go back to it. In verse 8, the Lord did find favor in one's eyes, and we, you know, spiritually we're that remnant today whom he has chosen, you know. And then he chose 8 souls, but this time he chose that remnant, you know, that 144,000 and that 1/3, you know. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Okay, and that's who the Lord had, you know, he saved him and his descendants and his wife. Okay, I'm getting Matthew 24:38, because spiritually the Lord only gonna save that 1/3 and that 144,000 this go around, you know. Because the same thing today, the evil in the world is at a high level, man. Matthew 24:38. Let's get 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Okay. So the same way, you know, the same way in these times, the same way they was, you know, chilling, not believing, you know, being slack, you know, not having, not turning back to the ways of Yahweh Shah, you know, or at that time, you know, to the Lord, you know, not turning to the ways of the Lord. Same way now, they not turning to the ways of Yahweh Shah, and they're chilling, thinking that, oh, it's not going to come, you know, saying, where's the promising of our Lord, you know. But believe, man, it's going to come, you know, it shall come. Let me get, because I did bring up that remnant the Lord is going to deal with, you know. I'm going to get Isaiah 10:22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. Okay, so the Lord is only going to save the remnant of our people this time. He's not going to save everyone, you know. He's only going to save that remnant, you know. Those, you know, whom actually he has chosen, you know. But we you know, come back, you know, in fear, you know, the ways of Yahweh Shah, you know. So this is what's gonna happen this time. Or that's what happened last time, which is gonna be only Noah and those 8 souls being saved. So as these people can continue to try to scoff and not believe, but hey, the Lord finna bring that down the pipe, man. And verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's how it's gonna be, man. Cause in these people unbelief, faithful shall die. Okay. Second Esdras 15:4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. The same thing, man. So that's what happened then, man. There was eating, drinking, chilling, being merry, being evil, as I said, the wickedness multiplied in the earth, the same way they was then, the same way they thinking now. They, they not fearing, man. We've been telling them, man, the war, the famine, the pestilence is coming, and all these things has happened, but it hasn't fully. The Lord hasn't, fully brought Jacob's trouble in through through yet. These people think their riches are gonna save them, their mightiness are gonna save them, their food, man. They think that they're gonna call upon the Lord in that day, and He's just gonna no. The Lord wants you now, man. He says, seek Him while He is near. Seek Him now. Call upon Him while He is near. So all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So as much as Biden keeps trying to tell you, everything's gonna be okay, and all these superficials and in general them saying peace and safety, that's when the sudden destruction is gonna come. Terrible, man. It's gonna come bad, man. As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And our Lord said He was gonna come in like a thief in the night. So you have to be steadfast in this truth, man. Fearing Yahweh Shah. It said that in verse 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. We're not living in the darkness, following the ways of Babylon, eating abominable foods, committing adultery, worshiping money, worshiping that mammon, worshiping your woman, or you're not calling upon Yahweh Shah, you're not giving the Lord no praise, you just being a lover of yourself, man. It's all about you. It's all about flesh. You don't look up to the Most High and give Him thanks, and call upon Him. The Lord said, we're supposed to worship Him in spirit and in truth. You willingly lie. Scriptures tell you, man, that we pull it out through the Bible, man. That's the most important thing to me, man. I mean, we gotta eat the whole roll, but it be simply telling you, man, that he's a so-called black man, and they won't worship him, man. It's just like it's scary, man. But Yahweh Shah did tell us, man, it wasn't given to them to understand. It was the mysteries of the kingdom was not given unto them. Man, it's crazy because they walking in that darkness. They're walking in the darkness, but we're not walking in that darkness. They're walking in death and lies. Because they're gonna continue to call upon JC. And then continue to get the name wrong. As well. But the gospel be hid to them. It's hidden to them that are lost. So let me get Maccabees 1:9, because the same thing as it said, the wickedness multiplied in the earth then, it's gonna be like that now. The wickedness is gonna continue to multiply in the earth. And as it said, when the Greeks started to rule, okay, the evil actually multiplied then. Same way now. As it said in Genesis, these devils, now soon when they started to rule, the wickedness multiplied. Same thing that was going on then. It said the wickedness multiplied, and that's why spiritually I'm comparing the days of Noah to the times we're in right now. And this is gonna be the second death, man. But this one is not gonna be by water. It's gonna be by fire, man. First Maccabees 1 and start at 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years, and then he died, and his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So when Alexander stopped, when he passed, and then you had more Greeks ruled, and then their sons ruled, and over time the more of the fucking devils, the Edomites, the Edomites ruled. That's when the evil multiplied in the earth, man. And that's the sin, the wickedness, evil, that's what's going on now. And this was like this then, but of course this was when Greek was ruling, but it's the same thing. Well, after since the Renaissance, they're not necessarily. I mean, it's really just the Edomites, and over here in Babylon the Great ruling, but it's you can that it's still these devils. This was the Greek and Roman captivity, and then Jake started to rule over there in forgot it was as they call it, the Dark Ages. I can't remember what it's called. Basically, when when King James, was ruling, over there, which was a so-called black man. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember the actual word. But yeah, basically, yeah, after Jake was actually taken back out of power, and then they were put then the Edomites started to rule again, fully within the earth. The evil has multiplied again, as you can see, you got women able to say, my body, my, but no, man, the scriptures, the Lord said, give not your child unto, I don't want to get off topic, man. The Lord said, give not your child unto, in the fire of Baal, me get it. I gotta get that though. Let not try. Not by Molech. Leviticus 18:21, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. The Lord is not with you, killing your, children, which that was the fire, but it's spiritually, man. It's, you're not supposed to be, taking your kids away from you in the womb, man. You're not supposed to be sacrificing or giving any of your kids, what they what's that damn devil, man, what she said about Planned Parenthood on how, that's to get rid of the Negro race, basically. That's wickedness, man. Why is our people doing that, or willingly doing it? Did they not understand there's murder? But, they probably gonna this devil will try to still cut you, man. So we man, he gotta go in the fucking chains, bro. But I don't want to rock this out, I'm gonna get 2nd Esdras 16, and because the same, like, it's gonna be that judgment that's coming down the pipe, man. 2nd Esdras 16 and 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay, so it's going to be destruction. The beginning of sorrows, it's going to be mournings, gnashing, wailing and gnashing of teeth, famine, you're going to be there's no food, nothing, lack of bread, and death ultimately, man. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? There's much judgment that's coming down the pipe, So that day is gonna come as to these people as a thief in the night, So you don't want to be caught up in that, man. So we just want to continue to endure, in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. And Lord's will, just endure. With that, Lord's willing is edifying. I want to end this lesson off with calling on our power. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakadash. Shalom.